Good morning, my garden and YouTube friends. It's a little early here this morning, but we're back in the kitchen, and I wanted to show you what I do with my shrimp shells. You've already heard me tell you that I grind it. I let them dry and I grind them, and then I add them to my eggshells. I have eggshells, and I grind those. And but what I wanted to tell you about was the broth that gets used week after week or every couple weeks. Believe it or not, this stays really well in your refrigerator. I've had it 2 or 3 weeks and it's not gone bad because I keep taking it out and refreshing it. And by refreshing it, I mean, usually what happens is I'll have, about that much left, and I bring it out the following week, add it back into the pot, and add another couple cups to it. And by the time I have cooked the shrimp, I go ahead and I peel my shrimp first, and I cook the shrimp first. I've added more herbs to it and more spices, and I cook the shrimp quickly in boiling water, and I take it out, and it's butter. It tastes like butter. It's delicious. There is no butter in it, but it tastes like that. Then I take these shells and I go ahead and I cook those in this boiling broth, which is nothing more than water and herbs and spices and the cooked shrimp and shells week after week. And my husband was a cook, and he used to, and he would cook for us, and he would use the same thing week after week. And I mean, he had one going, I think it was a year or two, and it was not, I mean, you could still see through it, but it was pretty thick. But I just wanted to show you, I'm going to try and do this and see at the same time. But you can see everything. There's a little bit of herbs left behind. But now this will go back into the refrigerator. I close it and it'll go back in the refrigerator. And it'll stay for another week or 10 days or the next time we're having shrimp. And then it will be used again. And it enhances the flavor of your fish or your salmon. You could make a clam chowder soup out of this broth, and it would really make a great base. I mean, these are things you buy. So if you're going to take it and throw it away, think about what you're throwing down the drain. You're throwing money down the drain. These aren't times that you need to be doing that. But now tonight we're having fish, and it's going to be put in the oven. So these can sit out. These were rinsed, so there's no smell or anything. I suppose if I put it out for garbage, of course, that fish smell would come back. But these will be baked tonight, and they will dry out. And then once they're dry, they'll be crumbly like an eggshell that has dried and is crumbly. And then I put it in my Cuisinart coffee grinder, which is also an herb grinder, spice grinder. And it will come out as just like these. I put these in and they come out as almost a powdery. I mean, they're not really a powder, but a little bit. You can see that's pretty fine. I have wet fingers, but that's pretty fine, So now this gets added to my worm bin for grit, and I'll just do a sprinkle over. But did you know that people actually buy chitin powder? They don't tell you that it's just shrimp shells or oyster shells or whatever, but chitin, CHITIN, is good for humans. You could put this on, sprinkle it on your for your animals. You could put a little powder dusting on their food. It's good for us for adding calcium back into our bodies. It acts as a grit for the worms, but it also will add calcium and micro nutrients back to your worm castings that then go into your soil. So we're growing our earth uh, one shrimp shell at a time, but it's good for so many things. If you look it up, I mean, Professor Google knows everything, so you can find all sorts of information. Anyway, I just wanted to leave you with that. I didn't know if you guys knew about that. And if you do, good for you. And if you don't, well, now you do. So God bless everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And you subscribe to my channel, of course, and give me a thumbs up. And I'll be happy. And I'll come see you again. So garden what you've got and take care. Bye-bye.